Now, after that report talking about infrastructure and also business development, I am joined by Joseph Muvuna, who is the founder and CEO of East Africa Imports. He's a Rwandan that is based in the United States of America and doing business. Basically, you are an importer. You import East African products. As far as I know, it's basically agro-processed products that you import in the U.S. Now, maybe starting off, this conversation, I would like to welcome you, but also start by asking you, what's the need of export? What's the need for export in Rwanda and the region?
There's a lot of needs based on demand and supply, but mostly we look for the market.
Right.
Who are buyers? So I found out most of our buyers are people originally from Rwanda, Burundi, Congo, which is, we sort of have similar
taste in food.
food
Right.
So we're looking for the traditional local food we used to. So like cassava flour, the sorghum fermented, so they can make we call it bushera or other things, or regular food that we eat or been eating for generations.
Right.
So that's what kind of makes it more exciting and also differentiate from maybe other markets, because our current target buyers are like originally from East Africa,
right,
which were my
Now that also brings me back to the question that I probably should have asked in the first place. You spent about 10 years or even a little bit more than that in the United States. Where did you get that idea that, all these people that are in the US that, love their local food, that, they maybe need, cassava leaves, they need, maize flour. Like, how did that idea come out and how did you turn it into business?
So, this was in 2016, 2017. I just being voted, become the president of Rwanda community abroad, called diaspora, Las Vegas, where I live.
Right.
So then I'm starting to learn about my community. So when I found out the people buying like 2 kilos of cassava flour for $25, and that's why I was like, I'm from Rwanda, I understand the US, and I can definitely help bring this product to the people,
right,
connect them with the local
right,
culture, but also only create market opportunity for my country back
right,
home, which I kind of got me more interesting because this time I'm participating in my country's economy. So this was more motivating. Just not only it's just I'm helping my maybe manufacturer from my back home, also I'm opening the North American market to Rwanda to be able to import
right,
products, especially starting with food, the dry food, flour, and different stuff from Rwanda to US.
Right.
And
now, talking about that, there are so many manufacturers in Rwanda, and the challenge always is, how do I export? So what's the process?
So the export usually is not the hard part, but more like what are you bringing on the market.
Right.
The challenge, it's been with the product that we're delivering, because I haven't thrown away most of up to a container because it was bad, like bugs inside, or caused the packaging. As far as exports, there is a FDA, which is set up rules and regulations to follow. So we package the standard that will go international market. So one time, President said, "What do you want made to look like, and how are you going to compete?"
Right.
So that brought the product. We have the competition, Nigeria, Ghana. So as far as exports, it's like a standard formula, which is we pick up your product, I take it, I clear customs, put it in the warehouse, and I'm able to distribute to my customers, which have about 35 more stores in about 15 states in US. But the challenge of growing that part has been, at the same time, what we deliver, the presentation
Right.
How we get there.
So you say there's the product sometimes is not at the best quality, and also the packaging is a problem. How do you think they can probably improve that for the exports to have, you know, value added to it?
It's mostly quality control and knowing about your market. Or if you're producing a product, it's very important to understand that when you export, how is it presented, how is going to compete with the other places. So as far as US market, it comes down to always the packaging, because it's going to travel to the ocean.
So basically that means, you know, for those that are into business, they should be looking into packaging. Correct. As one of the businesses they can do locally, so that the product, you know, is presentable out there in the US.
If you're an investor looking to what type of business,
that's the place to go.
I encourage to work into packaging. Mm-hmm. Also, as far as packing is also very important. Being organized, like, don't just maybe throw inside.
Not just throw, just place.
Just have place, because once you get there to clear customs, cost like 3, 4, 5 times, because just a little simple stuff. So it's very important, like just for little steps, and just little pay attention to some little stuff.
Details.
It helps.
Now, allow me to, as we conclude, tell me now, you're working into this, you know, 2016, it's 3 years down the road, and you're importing East African product, agri-processed product. How solid is the business, and how people that, you know, would like to venture or need support from you or wants to partner with you, how solid is your business for them to, you know, say, you know what, I'm going to partner with you?
So what I can tell you is that the market is, right now is only supply about 5 to 10% of the need, and we need about 3,000 to 4,000 tons, I would say, of products. So if you're able to, if you want to export and you manufacture, say you're maybe capital venture, because one the struggle being the capital, the inventory. So if we have a system where we're based in 2 locations in USA, like the East Coast and West Coast, and be able to deliver like 1 to 3 days. And we supply it we can supply up to like 150 stores in US. Demand is very high, and the product we look is more so like what you actually eat. I eat here locally,
right,
for people who are over there. Long term, we can also reach the US market, which is even huge, because that's about 320 million people. For the East African, it's about 2 million, there's some change. So as far as the opportunity is huge, it's an untapped opportunity, because the opportunity it's immense, but maybe people haven't tried it, maybe it's just couldn't understand it.
Yeah, maybe they just hear it from you, and they'll be able to
share more information.
Right.
For
they should look for you. Anyways, so Joe, thank you so much for sharing that insight, and you know, the opportunities that are available when it comes to exporting product in the United States.